Policing and Social Media by Tyler Service, Ottawa University, 5/15 of 2020. Here are a few of the things that we're going to go over in this PowerPoint presentation. History, types of social media used, negative consequences, positive results, and then my conclusion. Social media first hit the world in 2002. The most popular sites include Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. In 2002, a social networking site called Friendster was opened to the public in the United States, and within 3 months, it reached 3 million users. In 2003, social networking began to grow with the launch of MySpace, a clone to Friendster. Social networking continued to grow, and in 2004, Facebook was born. Facebook was originally opened to college students who attended Harvard University, and was referred to as the college version of Friendster. Another social networking site geared for sharing and viewing videos called YouTube made its debut in 2005. Facebook later opened up to high school students, and in 2006 finally reached out to anyone over the age of 13. Also in 2006, social networking obtained another site which could be called Twitter, allowing users to send and receive messages called tweets. Some of the media platforms include Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube. All of these platforms are being used by police, also being used against police. Let's talk about some of the negative consequences to social media with police. With the speedy access to cameras and social networking sites, it takes just a few seconds to record a police encounter and post it to billions of people around the world. Not only can someone post these videos, but with today's technology, they can edit and post only the portions they want seen. This can wreak havoc on a police department's public image and an officer's credibility. This negative is seen almost every day in the news, where a video goes viral of a shooting. The social media warriors get their pitchforks out and riots, calling for the immediate termination of the officer involved. In most cases, when all the facts are gathered, the officer is exonerated legally. But the damage has already been done. In the eyes of the public and the media, the officer will always be guilty. A great example of this is the Michael Brown incident in Ferguson. Some other examples are Drejon Reed recently live-streamed his police chase on Facebook and then got shot in Indianapolis. Reed was fatally shot Wednesday following a police pursuit on the city's north side. After exiting his car, police say Reed began to flee on foot. He had a gun, police said, and at some point fired that weapon at police. As he ran, the officers first attempted to stun him and then shot him. Another recent example is Ahmaud Arbery. Gregory McMichael, a retired police detective, saw Arbery jogging and believed he looked like a suspect in break-ins in the neighborhood. A local news reported found only one burglary was reported to police between January 1st and February 23rd. McMichael called his son, and they armed themselves with a handgun and a shotgun, respectively. They chased Arbery in a truck, according to the report, and McMichael told police that he shouted to Arbery to stop, we want to talk to you. Before, according to their statements, they pulled up beside him in their truck. There's a lot of misinformation. Misinformation in all these cases has made it difficult for police to do their jobs. The Michael Brown case was determined to be justified, but the hands up, don't shoot lie is still a cry today. Drejon Reed literally live-streamed his own crimes, but the social media justice has already started riots and threats against the police. Ahmaud Arbery was shot and killed by a retired police officer. Even though he was retired, the headlines still scream, "Cop kills black jogger." These examples are just a few out of thousands where social media has played a negative role in police work. Now, we've talked a lot about what other people post about law enforcement and about the police, but let's talk about law enforcement being their own worst enemy on social media. If social media reports from outside sources was not enough to damage law enforcement, we have ourselves to blame many times. Unfortunately, we can be our own worst enemy when it comes to social media. Many times, officers have gotten themselves into trouble by posting things on their own social media accounts. The argument is First Amendment rights should protect these officers. The problem is on social media, nobody cares about your rights, and they will use your own words and posts against you. There have been several examples of this recently. A few of the headlines have been, Hampton University fired 9 police officers for posting offensive, racist, and misogynistic material on social media. Or 72 Philadelphia police officers placed on desk duty over offensive social media posts. Or another one, Dallas officers disciplined for their social media posts. All right, so there's been many negatives. Let's talk about some of the positives where social media actually helps law enforcement. We've discussed many negatives associated with social media and law enforcement. Let's talk about the positive things that social media can do for law enforcement. Many departments in the country have their own social media accounts where they can share information quickly and combat some of the negative press with transparency. Having a social media platform is not enough. Police need to be just as active as their detractors. This means owning the good and the bad. When police own the bad, they show the public that there is accountability in the department. This will lead to the public being more willing to listen to the good. So how do we use social media? Social media uses in law enforcement include sharing information about events, crime trends, social gatherings, and community concerns. Police can also have positive videos of community policing, as well as informative video campaigns, like the Watch Your Kids Around Water, or, as my department has, Lock It or Lose It program. So in conclusion, law enforcement can either embrace the use of social media or be destroyed by it. Law enforcement needs to be actively engaged in every communication platform available. In this way, police can engage the public in a transparent way, building trust with the community that they serve.